Hello friends, welcome back to AZ204 Lab 5 Exercise 3. Okay, so here is the lab scenario. If you want, you guys can go through it one more time. And so far we have covered exercise 1, exercise 2, and in this video we are going to work on exercise 3. Okay, so that being said, let's begin the video. So here we are at the exercise 3. It says deploy an Azure container instance. So task 1 is to enable the admin user in container registry. Okay. So we'll first go to the our resource group, which is container compute, and from there we need to go to the container registry and select update, and then in the admin user section select enable and then save. Okay, so just follow me here. Let me just close, 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 close. So here is our, okay, I'll do it from beginning. So here is our resource group and it's here, right? Container compute. Now we need to go to container registry. Now here we need to look for something called update. It's here. So we need to enable admin user. Okay, now save. Easy, right? It's done. Close, close, close. Okay, let's go back. So here we are done with the task 1. Let's go to the task 2. Task 2 says automatically deploy a container image to an Azure container instance. Okay, so for that we need to go to the container registry. Okay, and then find the services section, select the repositories. Okay, from there go and select ipcheck container image repository, and from the repository blade select the ellipsis menu associated with the latest tag entry. Okay, so now follow me here. We need to go to the container. Okay, we are already here. Now we need to go and, okay, let me open this one. So here repositories, we need to go and look for ipcheck. It's here. Select latest here. Now here, or I have to close, and so from here actually we need to go and select run instance. Okay, let me just go here. In the pop-up menu select the run instance. Okay, so I'll click here. Now we are going to create a container instance. Okay, so we need to fill in some details. So container name, we'll go and put this one, managed compute. Container image will leave as it is, OS type Linux. Subscription resource group, number of cores 2, memory we'll go with 4, public IP address no. Okay, let's go. So container name, I'll put this one, managed compute. Sorry, yeah, it's here. OS type Linux, subscription as it is, resource group container compute, East US core 2, memory will make it 4 GB, public IP address no. Okay, perfect. Let's just review one more time. No and okay. So click on okay. So now we have our container instance ready. Once this deployment is done, we'll have our container instance ready. You can see the progress here. So till then, let's go and see what is there next. Okay. So next thing is task 3. Okay. So let this finish first and then we'll go and work on the task 3. So here you can see that deployment to resource group container compute is in progress. Because inside this container compute resource group, we are creating a new instance. So now you can see deployment succeeded, it's complete. Deployment of Microsoft.container instance. Okay, so we are good here. Let me close. Now let's go back to the initial phase. Task 3, it says manually deploy a container image to container instance. Okay. So for that, we need to go and create a resource. Okay. Enter the container instance. Okay. And then we need to click on create. Okay. So we'll complete the task 1 to 6 steps. Okay. So basically here we are trying to create a container instance. So I'll just simply go. Let me close everything from here first. And I'll type here container instance. You can see here, right? The very first one. Click on this one and click on add. Now we need to fill these details, right? So let's go back to the browser and we'll pick the information from here. Subscription as it is, resource group, container compute, container image. So we'll call it as manual compute. Location, it's US. Image source, Azure Container Registry. And in the registry dropdown, select Azure Container Registry resource that you created earlier. Okay. Image, select IP check. Image take dropdown, pick latest. Okay. So just follow me here. Now subscription will keep as it is. Resource group will go and select container compute. Container name I'll put as manual compute. Okay. Location East US. Image source Azure Container Registry. Now here is our registry IP check latest image tag. Okay. OS type this one and I don't think there's a need to change the size. Perfect. Now let's go and click on networking next. Next review. So here if you want you can review the information and click on create. Now we are going to create a container instance. One more, manual compute. So here you can see your deployment is underway. So here you can see your deployment is complete. Let me close this one. Okay. Now let's go back to the initial phase. So it was the last step to create the container instance. Okay. Now task 4 is to validate that the container instance ran successfully. So for that we need to go to the resource group container, then manual compute, which is our container instance that we created just now. From there we need to go to settings and then containers. From there we need to find the list of events. Okay, so just follow me here. You can go to the resource groups, then container compute. You go and select manual compute. Now from here we need to go to the containers and then you see event started created, right? And if you see your manual compute, it is just started once, restart count is 0, right? Now if you go, let me close this one, and if I go and look for this one, managed compute, which is automatic, right? So if I go to container and events, so if you see here, created, pulled, pulling back off, and if you see here, managed compute, it restarted 6 times. So basically it's running continuously. But if you see this one, manual compute, it is just executed once. See, manual compute terminated, restart count is 0. Okay, now let's go back. So review. In this exercise, we have used multiple methods to deploy a container image to an Azure container instance. By using the manual method, we were also able to customize the deployment further and to run task-based application as per a container run. Okay. Now, okay, so here we are done with the exercise 3. Thank you for watching and I'll catch you in the next video.